Good evening, Rust enjoyers. I have done right 'cause it's time for the predictions video. Yes, just a few hours ago, all of these skins rotated into Rustor, and basically in this video, we're going to go ahead and try and figure out which of these skins potentially might be the best investment for this week, which of these skins might help us walk away with some sweet, delicious looking profit. So sit back, relax. I'm going to start yapping. Right. It's not looking to be a pretty good Rustor for investments, I'm afraid. I've heard your opinions, I've heard your thoughts, I get it, I know, I understand. Now, every now and then we get a Rustor like this, but just remember, with a smart buy order, you can still walk away with some pretty decent looking profit. However, we do have to acknowledge that in just a few months' time, we're going to enter the autumn-fall seasonal dip, that being September, October, November. Right now, player count doing very good. Average player count for this month so far, 93,000. That is really, really good to see. We are comparing to last year ever so nicely. So, of course, June and July of 2023, we had 2 months where we had over 90,000 average player count. But after that, it drops off pretty badly. About a third of the player count disappears during that awful period. But please acknowledge this. Whilst we go through dips, we of course go through more, highs and then lows again and then highs again. So yeah, it's a routine thing that happens every single year. But looking at these skins, I have to acknowledge that they're probably not going to be retaining their value, and they are very likely not going to be doing pretty well as we enter the likes of October time. October is usually where most skins will reach a new low point, and it's the perfect time to jump in and buy as much as you can. That is the point where we tend to see prices only improve all the way towards the likes of Christmas and post-Christmas. I'm talking January 2025. So now that we got that nice and addressed, can we look at these skins and still figure out which one is still holding up to potentially be the best investment? Okay, so I look at all of them, and by default I probably still have to roll with the likes of the double door, alright? I know we've had a lot of double doors. I fully acknowledge that. I'm the one who's stressed about it the most. And we are starting to see problems where, some of these are starting to go down in price. Shadowborn is now only barely equals. Yep, it was inevitable, but here we are. Now, as time goes on, will that be in the positive at some point? Yeah, eventually, next summer. But we really do have to hope we don't see a ton of sheepmen or double doors being accepted next year. That's the main thing. Will there be even more later this year? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, mate. Plus, there very likely be more Twitch drops on the horizon. Keep your eyes open. So, with what we currently look at, will that go below its roster price? Wouldn't doubt it. But I also don't imagine that that's going to get a ton of purchases. This week, based on what I'm currently seeing right now, it's looking pretty slow with the sales. I am under the impression this might not sell that much, and I'm also under the impression that as time goes on, we won't see that much of it on the Steam market, and all the better for it to rise up in price. But that'll be a long-term, look at it. So, by default, it's going to be buy orders again. But this is where I have to mention, abnormals are very helpful for us. What do you mean, abnormals? Well, please understand this. Certain skins have a special property to them that means that they appear marketable on the Steam market before the Rustor even rotates. And with that, we can do our buy orders as soon as possible, look at the support afterwards, and see if the skin's going to do a decent enough job to retain its value, and for maybe how long. In short, if you want to get a better explanation, please consider watching my most recent Rust Skin Abnormal buy orders video, just over here. Watch the first 5 minutes, then skip ahead, skip to the actual buy orders. You'll basically understand the general gist of how it all works. You could also watch these 2 videos here to get a much better understanding. One of them's a short video, which is only 60 seconds long, but yeah. In short, we know that this is going to be marketable at a set time. We can look at it, we can get a good idea of how it's going to hold up, but it's very likely going to be a situation where I do buy orders probably below $2. But if it sells hardly anything, that makes it a little bit more interesting. Now, the very weird thing with this skin is that it was actually a military skin. What do you mean? Well, Robstar is the man behind the likes of the military collection, and for some strange reason, they did not, put it into the collection. Maybe it's because he didn't have a collection link there. But yeah, just to get the point across, if I quickly hop over to here, type in military, you'll see that this was supposed to be part of this. Would it have fared better if, we have the likes of this actually being a military skin? Maybe, but yeah, it is what it is. It's a double door. So, let's see how that turns out. But it very likely will be a lower price buy order, but I do think eventually at some point it could lead to a nice profit. We'll talk more about that Wednesday, because of course that's abnormal. Alright, so that might be the skin I think would fare better compared to all of these. What else is looking to be pretty okay? I mean, it's really rough. I got to point this out. I think I could probably look at the likes of maybe the Rock. Yeah, I think I could probably roll with the Rock. So This is developing into a pretty interesting looking collection. However, you might instantly notice these skins aren't exactly holding up very well. But I like this design. I've looked at it in game. Consider watching my roster rotation video to get a better look at that. It looks nice. It looks cool. It doesn't glow or anything, but it does, like, it's got some very nice nightlight to it. But yeah, cool idea. We very likely might be seeing some more skins like this. But please acknowledge that Zinc, the man who made the skin, is also making Neanderthal. He's also making Fireflies. He's got a lot of collections, and some of them have had recent acceptances, so he's going to be juggling all of that. However, the inevitability is it's still going to go below its rust price, so a smart builder can still work out very nicely for it. I don't think it'll sell that much. And then I could bring up how in the past we've had a lot of ice-themed rock skins. Whatever, let's just roll with it. North Rock, you're currently sitting there at almost $4. A Shard of Ice, $50. No, don't assume it's ever going to reach up to a point like Shard of Ice, but do acknowledge it does look nice, it does look cool, and I think people will appreciate it as time goes on, especially with the likelihood that we're going to see even more ice skins. So we'll see how that turns out, but again, it's going to be better off where we just stick with doing a buy order. So we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. What else can we look at? I want to bring up the likes of the bone armor. It does look cool, however, in-game, when you wear that bandana, it bends. It's very noticeable. I do show that off in the rust rotation video as well, so feel free to go ahead and give that a good look. But on the horizon, Zihan, well, he's in a position now where he could probably go ahead and make some hide clothing, some burlap clothing, whatever happens. If we see more primitive skins being produced and potentially accepted, by default, if there's any pre-existing skins, such as this Bones, Bandana and Poncho, well, that'll spike demand, spike in price if we do see more skins being produced and accepted. Now, will it happen? I don't know. Face Punch's picks are very strange. I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But yeah, it's nice to see, but bandanas by default, how are they holding up at the moment? You might notice, not that well, but a smart buy order can still lead to pretty interesting profits. And the transparency in this does look really cool. It does look really nice. You know, you could actually you could do a combination of the bone armor with last week's Neanderthal hide clothing. That actually would look pretty nice, especially for like a primitive combination there. So I'm pretty sure you could be very creative with it. Now Poncho as well, $2.49. Oof, I don't imagine that will hold up very well. As you can see here, the ponchos we've had recently not doing super great, and there will be more ponchos, especially Twitch drops and whatnot. So yeah, again, will that go below its rust price? Wouldn't doubt it, but a smart price can still lead to a potential profit. So as of now, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes below its rust price, but maybe I'll just stick with doing maybe like a 50-cent buy order and a $1 buy order or something. Again, we'll wait till Wednesday, see what the sales look like, then we'll approach it. Sounds good? Okay, I should probably also bring up the likes of Cold Hunter Custom SMG. Now, Cold Hunter Collection, fairly well notable, as you can see the likes of many skins in the past that have been accepted ever since 2018, but the recent ones don't fare as good compared to what we see here, clearly. You can clearly see that. But they do eventually rise up a fair bit, but more specifically, this is a custom SMG. In terms of gun demand, well, take a look at all of these. How many of them are currently in the positive? Not a lot. And these are like part of notable collections and whatnot. But still, you know, they don't go all the way down to $1, it seems. That means if we probably stuck with the likes of a $1 buy order, maybe we could still flip these and make some profit, alright? So, we'll see how this holds up, but again, we don't have to rush into anything. But as of now, that seems to be the skin that's selling the most. I also don't think it's going to sell that much either. Like, it definitely isn't going to be selling like a neon small box, for example. We're going to get nowhere near like 30,000 sales. At best, maybe 20,000 at best. But even then, I don't imagine it will be retaining its value very well. But maybe in the future, with more skins being accepted, maybe it doesn't. No. Sorry, no. But a smart buy order always can lead to a decent profit. So we acknowledge that. But custom SMG's kind of low on the totem pole. So yeah, if they improved it, the actual gun itself, more so, you know, if it goes higher up in the meta, yeah, more demand to choose the weapon itself, more demand for skins, better skin prices. It's not too hard to comprehend. You get the idea. Cool. Right, moving on, what else could we consider? Well, I kind of want to bring up the likes of the wooden base box. Now, very weirdly, we don't have like the collection link here, so I'm going to have to quickly remind you of the previous ones. Problem? What's the problem, Hedge? Well, go look at all the base boxes that currently exist, and you might know, yeah, I foresaw this. I knew there was going to be a set of these. I knew that they're basically all small boxes. And the question is like, how many people actively want to own all of them? And will there be problems where people are kind of like picking out a favourite and then they all struggle because of it. Well, look what happened. They all struggle. So that's awkward. That's unfortunate. And, well, it was kind of inevitable, wasn't it? So I can't help but assume the wooden base box is going to end up exactly the same. I'm very sorry to say, but it's not looking pretty. But maybe that'll sell like a lot less. Maybe that might end up working out ever so nicely for it in the future. It's abnormal. I don't need to rush into buying it. All right? So we'll leave that for now. But I don't have a lot of faith in it. And you just had to look at the previous skins to see that for yourself. Yeah. Now imagine this. How much worse could it get by the time we reach October time? Uh-oh. Now you get it. Cool. So let's move aside from that. Let's now go ahead and talk about the likes of this Thompson. Thompson, I'm sorry to say, but yeah, how many Thompsons have we had so far this year? Quite a lot. And how many of them are sold for $2.49 or a slightly higher price? Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's a bit awkward. Ever since we had changes to the Thompson weapon itself, they haven't fared very well. You might sit and say, MK Ultra Thompson's doing all right. That only just became marketable. Look at it again about a week or two's time. It probably won't be in the same position. Probably will be the negative, much like these as well. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of faith in it. Just go look at all the previous prototype skins and, yeah, sorry to say. But again, how low do these Thompsons even go to, you know? Some of them aren't too bad. All right, that's lost a third of its value. That's lost a 40% of its value. Oh, dear. Yeah. But, hey, maybe it might fare a bit better. Maybe it might not sell that much. Again, this is why we wait until Wednesday. We'll, gather all the details. Maybe we'll see some more prototype skins being produced. Got to keep an eye on the workshop, don't we? So, with that, it don't look pretty. It definitely looks like it's going to go below its Rustore price, but maybe we'll just stick with doing like a $1 buy order. And yeah, that can still lead to some success, some profit. So it's not the best, but it's there. Sheep in the door. Right, so there is a very likely outcome that we might potentially see some more of these, some more deplorable skins. As you can see, this wasn't even the first Fiend skin to be produced. It was actually a garage door. So, okay, no, that's full. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Yeah, all right. But how many deplorable collections have we had so far this year where we only got like 2 or 3 skins accepted, and then that was it? I swear it's happened like 10 times now. So, if you go look at all those collections now, or collections, because they're not that big, yeah, they're not holding up very well, are they? So, for example, if I could just quickly showcase to you the sheep in the doors that we've had so far this year of notable collections, we can take a look at the likes of, well, Junknaut, I guess you could say, Watcher of Doom, we also had Tomb of the Octopus, Blocky Lighthouse, Shadowborn. Have I made my point? Do you get what I mean? And Shadowborn's had a lot of skins accepted. That still went down in price. We have far too many sheep in the doors that exist. So let's just kind of get this point across. $2.49, the current Rustore price that you see there. Now, by default, a sheep in the door would sell for $1.49. But if I just quickly compare this to all of these by highest price, it's actually in like the top like 20%. It's ridiculous. Scroll down a fair bit and you're already down to like $1.49. And then everything below that is worse than average. All of this. So there's far too many skins, there's far too much to compare to, unfortunately. What's the likelihood for that? It's going to probably go back below $1 and potentially even lower. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, but it's the inevitability. Sheep in the doors just don't fare very well as investments. I know. And then we've got tools, and it's pretty much the exact same thing. Take a look at all the hatchet skins we've had over the past few years, and how many of them are currently in the positive that aren't being minute-plated. Well, Wasteland appears to be minute-plated. Pixel Decay is different. All of these sold for like at least $1.99. That sold for 99 cents. So that's still cheap. So yeah, once you look at all of them, you acknowledge that quite a lot of them are down by about 50%. Down 47, down 46, down 45, down 24, down 47, down 7, down 46, down 54, down 51, down 50. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then I look at the likes of the pickaxe, pretty much the exact same thing. And what do you see? Yeah, the pixel decay, but then all of these, oh dear, yeah, they're all down to around $1. It's unfortunate. So what's the inevitable outcome? Well, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? So, yeah, this is the Rustore this week. Yay! But I just want to get this point across. Some of these skins really kind of were strange picks. What do you mean? Okay, wooden base box. I just want to point this out to you. There was actually a version 2 that was submitted somewhat recently. That didn't get picked. No, the original version that was submitted, what, cool, you're talking, well, I was trying to calculate it, 14 weeks ago. There you go, 14 weeks ago. Over 3 months ago that was submitted. Now it gets accepted? Over a neon small box? Huh? Yeah. And then I also wanted to point out that this was submitted 2 months ago, so 9 weeks ago. But let's focus this. You've probably noticed, I'll say it that way, we didn't get a Neon Small Box skin accepted this week, did we? And I think that some of you might be panicking. Let me just kind of calm you down a bit. In the past, when we had the large box skins being accepted, we also had like a week break. So all of these, 1 week after the other. Now, initially there was one, and then a month later there was another, and then they kept getting accepted. So that's when every single week we kept seeing them being accepted. However, at some point, and it was around here, so between tools and charcoal, there was a 1 week break. All right. So yeah, today we did not see a Neon Small Box being accepted, but we're very likely probably going to see one next week. Now, if we don't see one next week, okay, that's when we can start questioning things. But as of now, let's just accept that it was a break. And let's just accept that it feels like that was done on purpose, because why did they pick this out from like 14 weeks ago? It feels strange, and it feels like it was done on purpose. So we'll see how things turn out from here on now. Sounds good? Cool. So no need to panic now. Not yet, at the very least. But yeah, this is the Rust store. And if you're thinking, I'd rather just save my money, there's nothing wrong with that. You're more than welcome to do so. But you could also still look at this and think, I could probably just do some lowball buy orders, see what happens. It still leads to some success. I do it all the time. I still pick up things for super cheap, then I sell during the good times and walk away with profit. I've been walking away with a lot of profit right now. Simple. So yeah, keep an eye on the commits. Keep an eye on all the new content that very likely will be appearing in 2 weeks' time for the July Force Wipe, because there's a lot on the horizon, and we very likely will be getting a very nice high player count during the likes of that month with a very nice peak. If we did 175,000 for June, as you can see there, what will we have for July 2024? Keep an eye on that. So keep an eye on the workshop, see all the new skins that potentially might be appearing over the course of this weekend. We are expecting a lot of potential continuations. You can also look at micro522.com to get a good look at all the skins as well. That will be linked in the description. And yeah, don't forget, I always make a video showcasing all the newer skins. Feel free to go watch this one, because you never know, maybe some of the skins that you might see in this video will be picked next week or July Force Wipe. Remember, all collection continuations are chaptered. If you just want to skip ahead to a certain thing, such as, oh look, Flashbacks Poncho, let me just mute myself. I just clicked that, and there you go. I'm looking at the Flashbacks Poncho. Wow. It's as simple as that. Cool. So, thank you very much once again. Best of luck to all of you on your investments. It doesn't hurt to play it safe, so we'll see how things roll out from here now. Catch you later. See you and goodbye.